Hey guys, so in today's video, I'll be explaining what a DBA is, also known as a fictional business name, when you might need one, as well as how you can set one up. Basically, this video is going to cover everything you guys need to know about DBAs and FBNs. Okay, so what does a DBA actually stand for? So a DBA stands for doing business as. This is basically going to allow you to do business under a name that is different than the registered name that you currently do business under. So this could be just your personal name if you're a sole proprietor, or if you do have an LLC, S Corp or C Corp, you can also file a DBA under that business. Usually you'll do this if you have a new type of business that's sort of unrelated to your main business entity, and you want to legally be able to, do business under that name. For example, let's say I have a holding company called Charlie Chang Business, and under that business, I want to start up a lawn mowing business. Well, in this case, I could actually file for a DBA called, let's say, Charlie Chang Lawn Mowing, and that's going to be a DBA under my main business. The same is true if you're doing a business under your own name, right? So instead of having it under just Charlie Chang, I can file a DBA under my own name called Charlie Chang Lawn Mowing and do business like that. A DBA is also known as a fictitious business name, FBN, a trade name, or an assumed name. So now what does a DBA actually do? Well, it allows you to accept payments. It allows you to open bank accounts. It allows you to sort of rebrand your company, sort of like what I said before, and it creates a little bit of privacy for yourself as the business owner. And like I said earlier, this works for both formal, so having a C Corp, LLC, S Corp, as well as informal business structures, which is when you're a sole proprietor. Now, what is a DBA not? A DBA is not a business structure, so it's not a legal business structure. It's also not a separate legal entity. And as a result, DBAs do not protect your personal assets, right? So let's say you're doing a business under a DBA, under your own personal name, you get sued. Well, unfortunately, they can come after your own personal assets because this is not a legal entity. It also doesn't prevent others from using the same name unless it's actually trademarked. Now, when should you actually file for a DBA? Well, one is if you're rebranding your company, right? If you're offering some new type of business or service under your main company, then it might make more sense for the sake of your clients to choose a business name that relates to that new company. It also offers you a bit more privacy. It's a very easy and affordable option for sole proprietors to do business under some other type of business name. And you can also open up a business bank account with a DBA. In terms of how long a DBA lasts, this is really going to depend on the state. So for example, California requires one every 5 years, Texas requires one every 10 years, and then in New York, there's actually no expiration date. So this brings us to how you guys can actually set up a DBA. Well, for a lot of states, they actually have this old school approach where they make you basically have to publish this DBA name in some type of publication for X amount of weeks. There's also a few other steps you need to take, but the good news is that there are some services out there that make it way more easy. And guys, if you value your time at all, I just recommend going with one of these solutions. There's two main companies that I recommend using when it comes to actually just filing your DBA for you. And these are going to be IncFile as well as ZenBusiness. Both super affordable, and it makes the process take just a few minutes. So when it comes to picking a service to actually file your DBA for you, there are a few really good ones to use, and it really depends on if you're doing it for a sole proprietorship or for an LLC / S Corp / C Corp. So we'll put all the information down below. You guys can use that as a guide. But the first way I'm going to show you is if you already have an LLC or S Corp or any other type of business entity. This method that I'm about to show you is going to allow you to file your DBA under that business. But if you don't have a business already and you want to remain a sole proprietorship, then you're in luck because there's still a very easy way to file a DBA under that sole proprietorship. And basically what you guys can do is check out the description down below, or you can skip to this timestamp, which is where I'll show you guys how to do it for a sole proprietorship. So if you guys click on the link down below, it's going to take you to this exact landing page on IncFile. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to come here to services, and you're going to come here to doing business as name, DBA. So we'll click on this. Here you can learn a lot more about the DBA process, who needs one, stuff like that. And you can even see which states actually allow DBA filing. So not all states are going to allow this. For example, if we search up California, you can see it's actually referred to as a fictitious business name in this state. These are required if you're doing business as a different name. The fees are going to vary by the county. Like we mentioned earlier, it lasts for 5 years. And yes, a public notice is required. So basically what we're going to do is we'll come up here, we'll click File DBA Today, and they're going to have you enter in your contact information. So I'll enter my name here. After that's entered, we'll enter in the company information. So now I'm going to select my entity type. So whatever business entity you want this DBA under, we'll select that. For this video, we'll select LLC. We'll select California since that's where I am. And state of service is also going to be California. Then we'll enter in the company name. So let's call it Charlie Chang Media. Select the designator that we chose before. And then we're going to enter in the name name of our DBA that we want to file. So let's say Charlie Chang Lawn Business. Okay, after that, we'll enter in the address. And after that, you're gonna enter in your billing information. We'll check this box right here, and then we'll click complete and pay. Now, if you guys don't have a business entity already and you don't plan on creating one, then here is how you file your DBA as a sole proprietor. So basically click on the link down below. It's gonna take you to My Company Works, this exact landing page that you need to be at. Here you can learn more about DBAs, but basically what we're gonna do is come here to order now. We're going to select our state. We're going to select the entity. So as you guys can see, instead of these, we'll select sole proprietor / individual. It's going to show you the different fees. Over here, you can select your delivery method. We'll leave that as free e-delivery. Click next step. After that, we'll enter in our contact information. After that, we'll click next step. Here we'll be able to choose our name for this DBA. So let's choose Charlie Chang Lawn Business again. Of course, choose whatever you guys are gonna want as your DBA. We'll enter in our business purpose, and then we're gonna enter in our business address. Next, I'm gonna have you enter in your full name. We'll enter in the information for owner number 1. Click next step right here. We're going to review this information to see if it all looks okay. After that, we'll click on this, and then we'll enter in our payment information right there. So yeah, super easy, you guys. Those are the 2 different ways to file your DBA, depending on if you have a business entity or not. And if you are doing some type of business, I always recommend see if it makes sense to have an LLC or S Corp. A lot of the time, you do want that legal protection. You do want to separate your business from your personal. But of course, it's really going to depend on where you are in the building stages of your business. We have a ton of resources on this channel helping you guys pick out a business entity and set one up, and we'll leave some of those links down below. So yeah, overall, that's basically everything you need to know about a DBA, why you might want one, and how to set one up. Again, a DBA / FBN does not offer you any legal protection. It's more of a formality, and if you want to take your business really seriously, then it's going to be important to create some type of business entity. So yeah, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Feel free to reference it at any point, share with a friend that might find it helpful. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more content just like this. This whole channel is dedicated at giving you guys free guides and tutorials helping you to start up your business. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.